Okay, YouTube, welcome back to Nighthall. This is episode 1. The first one will be like an embarkation episode of the Phent Plays Dwarf Fortress. Alright, so we're ready to hop in. There are a few workshops, as I mentioned, that's why I brought wood along, just to get a few workshops going. There's a few workshops I'd like to start with right away. Big ones, because I do have a hunter, is going to be a pusher shot, so that those corpses don't go to waste if he does manage to kill somebody right away. And then a tanner shop, so that the hides aren't wasted. I also want my carpenter to get working pretty quickly, so I'm going to make a carpenter workshop for him. Additionally, I'm going to need more bolts, so I'm going to make a craftsdwarf's workshop. And then lastly, I want a loom so that we can collect all the spider webs that spawn on the surface, like these right here, in the newest version of Dwarf Fortress. And this is a part of it that I love. I love that there's spider webs on the surface. I think that's incredible. Oh, there's an animal up here already. Is that a platypus or something? A hornbill. Okay, I have no idea what a hornbill is. Fair enough. I also want to make some changes to my standing orders. So I'm going to go ahead and fix those. That's O if you're not aware. So I'm going to open up my standing orders, go into my refuse. I'm going to tell them to gather refuse from outside and gather vermin remains. Not going to be a factor right now, but I always forget to do it, and then I can't figure out why they're not doing certain things. So I just set it right off the bat. I also am going to set my harvesting to be only done by farmers. That's why I want them to have harvesting skills, so that they get bonus goodies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you can watch the embarkation episode, and I explain that a little bit. I go into my workshop orders, and I'm going to turn off the auto-looming of thread. No auto-loom. There we go. Alright, so I'm ready to start kind of designating some areas. The first thing I like to do is figure out exactly where... I shouldn't say the first thing I like to do. The first thing I want to do right now, since this is my first time trying to release flat forts, is to decide exactly where I want it to go. And I think I want like the middle to be... I want it to be semi-centered, but against kind of towards one edge. I mean, it looked like this would be a nice spot too, actually, right here. Look how wide open this is. I have my little interesting idea. Put it right in the middle, right here. I shouldn't say right in the middle. It's not really middle. I'm just kind of looking at where things would possibly fall. No, I think for my plans, I'm going to put it kind of back here a little bit, kind of nestled in the side. It does have a potential drawback. If kind of an ambush starts on this side of the map, they'll be right up against my fortress right off the bat, but oh well. You know, I'm going to try it, and if it's a terrible thing, then I just won't do it in the future. Now, this is roughly... I find, in general, this thing, the wagon tends to spawn right in the middle of the map. So I can use it as a marker and say, okay, so here's kind of the middle. Oh, fine, that's what I want. So that's kind of the middle. So I'd like to somewhat be centered around that point. I think this is kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so this would be the middle. So I'm actually going to mark that as well. Okay. So that means... I think I'm going to have to be a little bit further... I'm going to have to be moved up a little bit off center. 1, 2, 3, 4... I should give some background. The design that I have in mind is 50 by 50. And I can actually kind of show you that. If you give me 1 second, I'm just going to go ahead and fire up my quick fort. Pick my... There we go. Yep. Okay, so my 2 levels of farms. I can kind of show you how big that's going to look, right? So 50 by 50 is basically that. Now, a lot of that is not going to be dug out. Actually, is this a good spot? Did I just stumble to... No, I don't think so. I think I need to go further north. I'm getting kind of close to that. I'm trying to stay out of the water as much as possible. In case you're wondering what I'm looking at. I'm trying to maximize... I mean, the very corners can't be in water. That's going to be staircases up and down. but the rest of it isn't really that big a deal. Now that kind of looked like it maybe will work out. I'm just going to go ahead and say designate it, and then I'll take a look at how everything kind of sits once it's done. And I could talk about my design a little bit as well, I suppose, although they're not going to be on these two levels. We're also going to be a little bit deeper than this. But if we look at this, we have... Oh, I really like... It could be just one smaller. Although it's not really centered. I could center it more by moving it down. I could go down how many more? This could be the gap there, I suppose. So I don't know, like 3 or 4. What I'm thinking is it would be, yeah. This would come to here. This would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm thinking I could start there. Let me erase all of this stuff and just see how that works out. Alright, let's go ahead and try it now. I'm just trying to kind of get some of my concept in my head of where everything's going to sit. Oh, I didn't do the next layer down. That's fine, I'm not worried about the next layer down. No, and that was way too far. I don't know what I was thinking. That's not good at all. Wall. So I need to go up 2 more, I think. Start back here. So here's what I'm thinking. Roughly in this area. Yeah, let's see how that looks once everything's kind of in place. It's kind of a mess the next layer down. And actually I've decided against that, I think. Thought about it last night. I kind of did the quick fort portion of this potential base last night. I'm not sure if I... Yeah, you know, I probably will put that in. So, yeah, this looks alright, actually. A lot of this stuff is going to be kind of channeled into from above. So, a lot of this stuff is going to be coming down from above. Generally speaking, it's going to be, if I can remember, kitchen here, butcher here, meat storage. This will be my fishery. This will be my tannery. These will be 4 farms that will deal with outside plants. This is sheep. Where sheep are going to go. Each one of these is a 4x4 place that will hold 1 sheep. So 1 sheep, these will be 4x4 pastures. Each one can hold 1 sheep. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6x4. We're going to have 24 sheep. And this is going to be where some farmer workshops will go so that they don't have to go too far to get sheep. The next layer down is going to have more farms. The next layer down will have some more farms. It's going to have my still. A lot of the plant processing things are going to be down there. My poultry is going to go down there. Yeah, so that will be the second level. Now, I don't know... So these are going to be like stairways down. Basically, on the top, the upper level is going to this edge of this is going to also be a wall out here. It's like I'll have a wall running kind of along here, right? And then these are going to be like towers off the side, sticking out of the corners, little towers. All right, see? There may be some towers kind of here as well on either side of an entrance. The entrance is going to come kind of this way. So you'll come from over here and you will enter this way. But I'm going to have, I do like a series of locks and channels so that I can kind of trap bad guys outside the fort. I'm also going to have like a fancy trader's entrance to make our fort look good to anyone who's coming in from the outside. So that's kind of the plan on how things are going to go. Now I'm not going to dig everything all at once. I'm going to do this in kind of stages. So now that I know that that is indeed where I'm starting, I can go ahead and remove all this other crap. I probably should have left the entryways in. So I'm just going to add them really quickly, and I do apologize if that's a little slow. Although I'm not going to dig these quite yet. I'm just going to dig one. This one or this one? Which one's closer? This one I think is closer, so I'll do this one first. If I was smart, I would set that as a macro, so I don't have to keep doing this. This will be fine though. No, I don't know how deep this is going to be either. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tunnel down until I no longer have sand underneath me, and then because it's flat, ideally, I'm hoping that I have a uniform layer of sand to work with, so I don't have to worry about my farms not having sand or my pastures not having access to grass or something. Alright, so we're almost ready to unpause this. There's a few more things I want to do. Because I have a butcher shop here and I don't want the meat to rot, I'm going to go ahead and set up a food stockpile. That's a good size, that worked real well, right here. And I'm going to allow meat. I'm going to turn off prepared food. I don't have any anyway, but I just don't want to have kind of unnecessary hauling. Meat, all of my meat is going to get moved. There's no way to avoid that though. If I want the meat to come here from the butcher shops, I've got to take it from everywhere. Fish, sure, unprepared fish. I don't want eggs here. Actually, I do want plants here. I don't want drinks. I do want seeds. And the rest isn't going to matter because I don't have any of. And the reasoning is, I don't want them to move all the drinks because they're not going to be staying here. But I do want plants and seeds because I don't want those to wither. And anything outside of a stockpile will wither and go bad. I'm also going to set up a temporary pasture for the animals. And let's go with, I always like to give them a little bit of water. A little bit of, a little bit of RP there. So there you go, that's probably a good size to start with. And I'm actually just going to, right off the bat, assign all the animals to this pasture. 2 yak bulls, eh? That'll be nice for butchering when the time comes. Okay, the other task that I want to set up right away is to start clearing some of the trees so that my miners can mine here without the fear of trees falling on them. So I'm going to clear probably an area that size. I think that's probably good. That was just 10 on either side, right? 10 either direction. I just used the shift key to do that, by the way, if you're not a Dwarf Fortress person. Use the shift key. So I'm doing like, I started from the middle. I did shift left and down. Started cutting trees there, so I hit the enter key. And then I did shift up and right, and then shift up and right, and cut to there, and that gives me the 20 by 20 area centered on the center tile there. Alright, so I think everything is set up. Just let me double check. I did set up all these orders, right? I did. So, we have limit. I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and unpause. No idlers, good. So, in theory, all the tasks are set. People are kind of jumping right to it. My farmer has set up my loom. Now, if we give that a second, the loom should auto-queue the collect spiderwebs task. Why is it not doing that? I'll do it manually. Will that get him going? Needs undisturbed thread. Where'd all the spiderwebs go? There's 100 spiderwebs out here 2 minutes ago. All the spiderwebs just instantly vanished. Well, that's horrible because I didn't bring any ropes because I was counting on getting spiderwebs. I don't know why I couldn't get them. Darn it. Oh well. Alright, farmer, in that case, start collecting some plants, and you might as well collect them from kind of just around this area for now. Again, I would like you to collect them from over here, but I don't want pieces of wood falling on your head. My carpenter has no job. Right off the bat, I'm going to... Oh, no, sorry, I want to start off in the craftsdwarfmanship shop for him. And I'm going to make a whole bunch of bolts. Is my hunter hunting? He's picking up equipment. Alright, let's see what he decides to do. He's moving some stuff. He's moving a cat. Alright. Is there anything for him to hunt? He should be able to hunt both a pangolin and a hornbill, as long as they're on this side of the river, which they are. Oh, what's the S? Downward slope. Really? I've honestly never seen that before. The red S, downward slope. Huh. Yeah, you learn something new every day. I didn't think I would see new things in Dwarf Fortress, but there you go. New things. Alright, trees being cut down. Oh, excellent. Fantastic. That's great. Everyone's working. I have nobody idle. The hunter is still penning and pasturing animals. Oh, no, it looks like maybe he's on the hunt. Oh, wrong button. Hunter hunting? He is hunting. Alright. Now, if you haven't seen this version yet, look at how quickly they go through the bolts. Oh, wow, he already... I really found that hunters were kind of nerfed in this version, but... I mean, that was quick. That was an animal right away. Now, is someone butchering it? 3 idlers. Who's idle? A hunter and some miners, right. I don't think I can mine yet. I think the trees are still too close. Let me see. Yeah, see, there's still the potential for wood to fall on them. So I don't want the miners mining, which means they may do a little bit of nothing for a bit, and may have some idle dwarves. Okay, now my hunter says it has no job. Can't hunt a hornbill? Is hornbill not a huntable animal? Oh, I was doing something. Oh, now he is... I believe he is the one butchering. He is. Excellent. Well, I'm okay with that. Someone else is still a hunter. There's still a miner that's idle. At the very beginning here, I try to minimize who's idle, so I do kind of look at it fairly frequently whenever I see kind of some subtle changes to it, just to make sure the people that are indeed idle are people that I want to be idle. And I'm hoping this doesn't last too long. Oh, my hunter's back to no job. So I guess he can't hunt a hornbill. Interesting. Interesting. So I want to assign my hunter another job. It's a good question. What other jobs? I could have him help out with plant gathering, I suppose. Alternatively, we could do maybe some animal training. Is there anything that he's kind of stand out at? He could fish. That's actually not a bad idea. He could fish. It's also nice to see that he would make a decent brewer. I'm going to set him as a fish. Because you know what? Fishing and hunting both gather meat, right? I'm okay with that. Although, why are you not fishing in the river? I mean, granted, I haven't set any fishing zones, so he's going to fish wherever he wants to. But I don't think he's going to find much in there. Although maybe he will. Who knows? We'll see. Alright, so it's my 3 miners, my 2 miners and my axe lord, in air quotes, who's going to start off as a miner, or the ones that are doing nothing. That's fine. Okay, he's on the last tree, and I don't believe that tree overlaps anywhere. It has no logs where I will be digging. Good. So I'm going to go ahead and get my miners started on digging an area. Fantastic. That's also his last tree for there. We did also. I want to get across. I want to get a bridge going across the river, just in case migrants show up there. So I want to cut down some trees to kind of make a way for that. And I think cut down. Well, I guess I can't cut down 4 of them. I'll cut down 2 of those trees, and then build a bridge across that, just in case, so that I'm all set. Alright, so here we go. Miners are mining. As I mentioned, I think it was this episode, but it might have been the last one. I'm just going to dig down until... No, it was definitely this episode. I'm just going to dig down until I have rocks underneath me instead of dirt. So as you can see, this is some more sand. I think this sand is a clay. It's a sandy clay wall, so a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. So I want to dig down another level. I want to go to the lowest level of sand available. That's kind of how I'm picking this out. Okay, good. Now I should have no idlers, and I don't. That's fantastic. I have to keep all my people working. So I can check up. He's working on the last tree there. Okay, good. So let's go ahead and designate the next area, which will be another 20 by 20 area centered on the stairs down. And, oh, more sand. There's just loam. It's more clay, so I was wrong on both accounts that time. You can't imagine there's many more levels. This is already fairly deep sand as far as I'm concerned. Sand, clay, it's fairly deep stuff that I can put farms on. How about that? I'll phrase it that way. And it's correct no matter how you look at it. Oh, struck hematite. Did I go down too many levels? Or is that the level below me? Okay, so this is going to be my bottom level of what I consider my farms. I have 2 levels of farms. This will be the bottom level, so this will be the top level of farms. Let me go ahead and... I think I've already loaded it, have I not? I think I have it loaded in QuickFort, but just in case, let me load it again. And designate it. Top level, bottom level. Now I did explain the top level, let me explain the bottom level real quick. These are 4 more farms. These will be my subterranean farms. These are the ones that will grow like pump helmets and stuff. These are the ones that grow strawberries and stuff, right? This is going to be seed storage. So all the seeds for both levels will be right here. Plants, I'm trying to remember how I did this. I think plants was here. My still was here. Then a farmer's workshop for processing, plant processing, and I don't remember. Oh, it might have been a like a soaper or an ashery or something like that, and then a soaper or an ashery somewhere down here. I forget. I have it written down what these are. Yeah, I have it written down, but I'm drawing a blank right now. You know what, let me... this episode's 20 minutes. I'll finish explaining this in the next episode. I'll kind of get back to what this area is, because I don't remember off the top of my head. I know that this and something in here are for making soap and making fertilizer. Oh, maybe it was... No, I was going to say maybe it was cheese maker and stuff, but that's not down here. Actually, cheese maker. In any case, I'll kind of refresh my mind as to what's going on exactly in this area. This is going to be my storage area, one of my small storage areas for completed foods and drinks. So this is where after they come out of the still or after they come out of the kitchen from up here, the next level up, they will get deposited in here. This is going to be kind of like a dining area, a small dining room, and then this is going to be a dormitory. For my initial dwarf. So a lot of my initial digging here is going to take place in the sand, which is why I wasn't too worried about having really skilled miners. Now for now, I just want them to dig out my stairway and get that all done. The stair I'm going to use is my main stairway for now. So I just kind of undesignated all the stuff around that. Go ahead and undesignate this. Come on now, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and undesignate this stuff as well so they don't start digging. Okay, good. So yeah, next episode when we come back, I'll let you know what this stuff is. I don't have the file open right now, so I don't remember off the top of my head, but I'll tell you what's going in this area, and then we will start doing some of our digging into our main areas. As well, we can get some more building going on over here. So that's going to be the future episode. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.